We must now make every effort to market our produce. In the meetings I've held with the stakeholders during the campaigns, their rallying call was farmers need access to markets. Our new line of ready-to-drink juice and water called mist is the ultimate game changer. Kalamba management must now change from production of juice to top-notch marketing. The board is hiring a new chief executive, and I hope they consider marketing as a key role of the new team. The March to May long rains marked the fourth below average season across most Eastern Africa, which includes Makueni. The continuous decline in livestock productivity and crop production is resulting in below average food availability. Livestock deaths due to the drought and crop failure continue to constrain households, food availability and income. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the middle of a crisis. Provisional data results for the long range suggest that there will be severe deterioration in food consumption and acute malnutrition following the below average March to May long rains. An estimated 219,427, approximately 55,000 households as at June 2022 are in need of humanitarian assistance. Outcomes are likely to worsen to severe levels in October this year, despite plans for food aid distributions. This trend, coupled with the forecast of a historic fifth consecutive poor rainfall season in the late 2020, raises concern for a risk of famine. High staple food prices are constraining household purchasing power and food access in both urban and rural areas. I'll speak to this in great detail at the end of my speech. What is the outlook, dear members? The ongoing 2023-2027 County Integrated Development Plan, CIDP3, is based on my 10-point agenda in my manifesto. The plan is for transformational leadership and integrates development that meets the needs of the citizens, creates jobs and grants them prosperity and good health. We have our eyes fixed on the overall goal of transforming the livelihoods of our people by reducing poverty and inequalities. Equitable development, growth of county economy, and environment conservation. These goals are founded on the key pillars in my manifesto: prioritizing the people, good governance and service delivery, and last but not least, strategic partnerships and innovation and sustainability. Mr. Speaker, sir, Makueni is a great country and there's no doubt about that. From the days of the larger Makueni district, we have always shined. Even as we sit here today, 10 years down the devolution journey, I am convinced beyond doubt that as a people, we have a greater imprint to make the world's history. It is this conviction that we must act upon to shape the future together. We must renew our vows and commitment to deliver a new, greater Makueni. Our past can only serve as a springboard. The prioritization of our strategic direction is premised on the principle that when we deliver on our key sectors, we will accelerate growth in the others. Today, we reaffirm the never-ending desire by our citizens to be water secure. When we address water access, we will reap great dividends from the multiplier effects to other sectors such as agriculture, nutrition, education, and livelihoods. We will not rest until we provide quality and adequate water to each household. As we do so, we will strengthen water governance in all our projects. Recently, in a meeting with the donor partners, they stressed the water governance issue. And in a project in Kalamba ward, this came up as one of the sticking points. So this issue is critical. I have discovered this issue is a thorn in the flesh, even for our partners. The quest to provide quality water will not make any logical sense if we do not protect our natural resources and environment. I am committed to setting up a laboratory for soil testing and other forms of investigation, particularly on agriculture, as a way of ensuring that we have clean water. We have not only clean water, but we can also help us access a very huge fund that is called Water Trust Fund. Food insecurity worsens poverty levels and widens the inequalities in any society. As a county, we have a dark history of food insecurity and dependence on food relief. We must commit to building a food resilient system that ensures all people and at all times have access to food. We must produce not only for the consumption, but for the market. We in government will promote climate smart technology. Most of you possibly saw a clip on Citizen on climate smart technology. Innovation and practices in agriculture, value addition to our mangoes, avocados, macadamia, coffee, green grams, amongst others. We must streamline marketing for crops and livestock products and establish aggregation centers and revitalize the cooperative movement. We in government are in the process of engaging the National Cereals Board for purposes of getting quality seeds and finally find market for our maize, beans, cowpeas and other products. In the budget that was passed by the last assembly, we have established that only 9 counties budgeted for seeds. We are asking you to find the other wards a budget for them to get seeds too. That is the way to start building equality amongst our counties. Quality infrastructure enables and contributes to economic growth and development by reducing costs of production and directly supporting economic production. We work together with the national government agencies on roads, transport, electricity, ICT to increase the efficiency in the operations of all decentralized and local production centers. Recently had a meeting with the contractors doing our major roads on the Kenya rural urban roads, and we are comfortable that if we work together, we can make sure that our roads are done well, particularly the ones under the national government. Increasing motorable roads and bridges will be prioritized within the wards and connecting with neighboring counties. Dear members, it is amazing that we have not optimized the fiber optic cable that runs on our main road from Machakos to Wote and up to the county commissioner's office. This national resource is a gold mine for ICT development and an opportunity to provide meaningful employment and opportunities to our already disgruntled youthful population. Mr. Speaker, every citizen has a right to highest attainable standards of health. This is a right we must meet. The gains made in the last decade of devolution must be sustained, improved, and advanced through reprioritization in health expenditure to focus more on preventive healthcare and quality management. In every household has access to adequate balanced food, clean water will have reduced a huge proportion of health cases in our hospitals. I call upon the medical fraternity to rededicate themselves to the mission of saving lives. While I do so, I salute those nurses, clinical officers, and medical superintendents who have worked so hard, long hours, to ensure our people get good medical care. Human capital is a requirement for socio-economic transformation. Quality education and training of ECD and youth in the county technical training institutes will be prioritized. Employment generation coupled with improved employability is a priority concern of this government. I am committed to facilitate employment programs that provide guaranteed opportunities through the proposed industrial parks. The demand for work itself is influenced by several factors, such as rainfall pattern, availability of alternative remunerative employment opportunities, as well as prevailing and skilled wage rates. We have to deal with this matter and leverage on county resources benefiting any individual contractor with that benefit We have to deal with the matter and leverage on county resources. This includes addressing youth unemployment, development of their knowledge and skills, as well as increasing their competitive